This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment and educational purposes only, and anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. That being said, hit the like button, subscribe button, all that YouTube algorithm stuff, so you can the videos I put them out. See them thinking, see them analyzing that data. But like I tell every day, the data they release us is false. I'm going to give us a false narrative of the market so we can make bad trading decisions. Listen, I told you guys yesterday that I'm going to be doing a daily tracker on the bad actors, on what they've done wrong over the last 20 years and the violations and the fines that they paid. Okay? Well, the first person that I'm going to talk about is JPMorgan Chase, but every day I'll find a different bad actor to tell you about their violations record and the fact that they still have their license to trade, they still have their banking license, it's still business as usual, even though they have violated the rules so many times. In any other industry, they would not have their license. They would probably be incarcerated, okay? But the United States stock market, the financial services industry, is controlled by the big dogs, and they can do whatever they want. And when they get caught, the fine is just a small amount of what they made from the illegal activity. The government just takes their cut and send them back out there to keep robbing and stealing from retail investors and pension funds. That's the bottom line. That's my opinion. But anyway, here's JPMorgan Chase numbers since 2000. Okay, absolutely crazy. Since 2000, they've had 275 violations. Okay, absolutely crazy. And the fines amounted to over $39,340,688,209, according to Violation Tracker. Okay? Financial offenses, 117. Consumer protection offenses, 63. Competition related offenses, 28. Government contracting offenses, 1. So they even cheap when they're trying to get government contracts. Absolutely crazy. Employment offenses, 50. Now, I didn't go into detail about these employment offenses, but would I be surprised if they went after employees who didn't want to be involved in the fraud and corruption, so they fired them for no cause, and the employees took them to court? And that's why they were fined for employee-related offenses? I didn't go into detail, but more than likely, if you looked into it, it's a high probability that some of these employees probably did not want to engage in some of the activity and were fired because of it, and they sued them and made complaints against them. Okay? Now, here's the other thing. Toxic securities abuse. 7 times. Toxic securities abuse. And yet, they still have their license to trade. Investor protection violations, 10. Okay? Investor protection. They don't protect investors. Yet, they still have their license to trade. Mortgage abuses. Okay? Taking advantage of retail when it comes to mortgages. And guess what? They're still allowed to give mortgages. In what industry would you have violations like this and still hold your license? And direct bank violations, 14. If you had 14 violations on your driver's license, would you be licensed to trade? If you had 14 violations on your real estate license, would you be licensed to sell houses? If you had 14 violations on your medical license, would you be able to be a doctor? And you know, if you have 14 violations on your law license, you would not be a lawyer. I mean, it's absolutely crazy what they get away with. And consumer protection violations, 42. So, since 2000, they've had over $39 billion in fines, or they've paid over $39 billion in fines. They've had 275 violations, yet they still have their banking license. They're still able to trade, and it's business as usual. In what other industry would this be allowed? Absolutely crazy. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think if anybody else had 275 violations and paid $39 billion in fines, would they still be involved in that business, or would their licenses would have been terminated a long time ago? Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.